everyone, it's Rhiannon Payne, Marketing Director at Ruby Central, and I'm here today at the final RailsConf 2025 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, joined by Tia Anderson from North Carolina, who is one of our incredible scholars in our Scholars and Guides program and gave a great lightning talk yesterday, and I'm just so excited to dive into that with you.
Of course, I'm completely pumped.
Could you tell us a little bit about the program, how you found out about it, and what inspired you to apply and get involved?
Of course, the Scholars and Guides program is a program that pairs learners with experienced individuals. The scholar, of course, is the learner, and then the experienced individual is the guide. And you come together and you work on a mini project or a lightning talk or any of those sorts of things to help to direct you and deepen your experience with Ruby on Rails. I was studying Ruby on Rails with an organization called Code the Dream, and one of the mentors posted it and was like, this would be good. If y'all are interested, please look into it. And I decided to apply. I didn't find out about it until the cutoff day of when to apply. And I was just like, I want to make the transition more real for myself from tech adjacent positions into actual engineering and building the stuff instead of just working on it and helping other people with it. So I took a bit of a leap of faith because I didn't know that I was going to be selected or even really think that I would. And then I got that email, and the rest has just been history. It's been one of the greatest experiences that I have ever had. It has had me rubbing shoulders with a lot of people who have all collectively affirmed everything that was already budding within me, and I feel like this has been instrumental in making me feel like, okay, I'm not just studying to be an engineer. I'm an engineer, Rhiannon.
I love that, Tia. And it's been so incredible getting to know you on Slack and the Ruby Central community before the conference. We chatted there, and then obviously at the conference we connected on day one, or actually no, we connected on day 0 at the Scholars and Guides, the speakers dinner, and I was immediately drawn to you and your warmth and your energy, and it's just been so incredible to have you here and to see this almost roller coaster journey that you've been on over this 3-day span of this 3-day conference. I feel like we have lived an entire lifetime in the span of this conference. How has that been for you? What has your conference experience been like, coming in as a scholar to fully embodying the idea that yes, you are an engineer?
It has been life affirming. This conference, my life started at this conference right here. There aren't a lot of words that I can really put to it without starting to cry and all this stuff, but it has been an overwhelmingly positive experience. The community here is unmatched. I can't imagine there being anywhere else where you run into a more supportive community, where people come and they engage you based on any number of things. It has been a really extremely great experience, especially choosing to do the lightning talk, because I felt if I was going to be chosen as a scholar and I was going to have built something fully already, I was going to put it out there, and I was going to put a message out there too.
Yeah, and I loved your lightning talk yesterday, and I did want to touch on that. Sure. So part of the Scholars and Guides program is that in the months leading up to the conference, you work on a mini project with your guide, correct? Mm-hmm. Yes. So what was your mini project?
It wasn't really mini. It wasn't mini at all. My mega project was my Palm apps, called Palm, which stands for peace of mind, and it is a garden tracker as well as a journal that I integrated ChatGPT into in case you can't figure out what to write about. It can give you prompts as a mindful kind of coach, taking on the role of a mindfulness coach, or bringing things that bring some kind of calm, some kind of peace, things that kind of center you, okay? And then you can track your plants, you keep your gardens in. Eventually it will have recipe functionality as well, so that you can track the meals and things, or the recipes that you love, and journal about how it felt to be present with your loved ones as you made them that food, And then also because if this is full, guess what's shut? Peace.
Yeah.
So that was what my project was about, and the entire premise of all of it is honestly to foster intentional peace within one, because our world is like on fire right now. It's moving at the speed of light and dense with confusion, and it's affecting us more than we know. It's like death by 1,000 cuts of layers of us just being peeled back in the media. Even if you don't partake in media, other people who do are pouring that onto you and everything. So I found it really important to find a way to try to foster peace within people one by one, because again, everything starts with one you, one me, one period. That's
And
why I
it was
wanted to talk
incredible.
about it.
It was amazing to see how much you were able to share in a short 5-minute lightning talk. That powerful message alongside the demo of the Palm app, which looked amazing. And I actually want to use it because I really love the integration of wellness, reflection, health, food, gardening. I'm not a gardener, but I'm really excited to check it out. What was it like for you being up there on the stage at RailsConf in front of hundreds of people?
Oh, I was terrified. I was so nervous. However, being scared or nervous, first of all, has never stopped me before. You can't let it stop you. Go up there and be scared. Even though I literally felt like I was gonna die and roll off the stage in nerves, but I was not gonna die. I'm like, what was really gonna be the absolute worst that was gonna happen? But on the other hand, if I had let that opportunity go and just not done it or gotten clammed up into myself, this would not have been the experience that it has been. And the affirmation that I speak of multiple times here, it wouldn't have been quite the same. Because what I just did was stand up there and say, my name is Tia and I have something to say. And it impacted a lot of people. And I literally do always want to leave people better than I found them. And I feel like that was one way to do that.
I love it. And I'm sure you had a lot of people coming up to you after your talk.
So
I had
many.
people come up to me after your talk and mention your talk. So I think it really was something special. I'm just so glad that you happened to see the applications for the Scholars Program the day the applications were ending and took that chance. And it really feels, just hearing your journey and knowing you now, so fated and meant to be. So thank you for being here at RailsConf. We're so honored.
Thank you for having me. To say I'm honored is very much an understatement. I am over the moon. Like, I am so excited, overwhelmed in not some bad way, but like I'm overwhelmed in a really good way. And I can see so many things coming out of this that may not have otherwise happened, and it's so exciting. I feel like a jumping bean, like I could just bounce everywhere and just, I don't know, I could laugh and cry and scream and holler and all kinds of things. Like, I am extremely energized, and I've met so many people. I've connected with so many other Rubyists, and I can see them shaping my path forward. And that couldn't have happened if I had not seen that link and filled out the little box that said, who are you outside of coding? And why are you underrepresented in tech? And I just answered it from the heart. And here we are. And
Yeah,
it's
thank
just
you
like the
so much.
best thing.
I am, again, so happy to have gotten to know you, for you to now be my new Ruby friend of the conference. We love our Ruby friends. And I'm excied to see you at RubyConf next year. I have a
Yes.
feeling you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. And I will probably be a guide.
Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Tia. We'll see you next year, and I'm excited to follow along your journey and see what happens next for you.
Thank you, Rhiannon. This has been the best. This has been the absolute best.
Okay, should we hug?
Yes.
Okay. Yay! Ruby friends.
That is awesome. Ruby friends.
Okay, we did it.